He educates. Okay. Sorry I've been away for so long, but anyway, here it goes. Alright, I've had a couple people tell me that my religion's bullshit, that Wiccans and witches and pagans are fucking insane. I'm used to that now, but the main thing that they say is, how can you put your faith in a crystal? Or that a certain herb will allow you to find love or heal you, or a stone will heal you, or how can you worship, you know, the moon. Okay, this video is going to be about those questions. Alright, today, actually about 10 minutes ago, it ended. There was a show, it's called Ni Hao Kai Lan, and their episode today was a moon festival. This is a preschooler show, okay? It was a moon festival. They made lanterns and made a wish on the moon and ate moon cakes and everything, and it teaches you also Chinese and friendship and how to work through problems and stuff like that, you know, stuff that little kids can understand. But I thought that was really cool. You know, they're incorporating some Chinese culture and part of their religion into, you know, that show. I thought that was cool as hell. My dad said, "What is this bullshit?" Of course. I just thought I'd share that. I thought that was cool. Now, as far as the crystals go, what is so wrong with believing that a piece of rose quartz, okay, a piece of rose quartz, you cannot see it now, has the properties of, like, to help you find love, and I don't know exactly what all rose quartz is used for, but for love, I mean, what in the earth is so wrong with that? Well, that's obviously just plain old rough rose quartz, not polished or anything. I got a big old box of rocks from eBay of crystals and stones and gemstones. I mean, I found 17 carats of emerald, 5 carats of ruby. The ruby and the emerald, I kept one little chunk of it, each of them for myself, and sold the rest to a shop here. But I made $150 off of each portion, so I figured. But what's wrong with believing that there's energy in something that's grown from that's come from the earth? What's wrong with that? And what's wrong with believing that crystal point, I mean, this is just completely, well, it should be clear, but it's polished. What's wrong with believing that that has powers to help you center your energy? What's wrong with that? I mean, I see nothing wrong with that. And then other gemstones as well, you know, like amethyst. This is just rough amethyst crystal. I don't know exactly the properties of amethyst or what it's normally used for, but I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm trying to get to focus. I don't want to focus. But what's wrong with that? That's like saying that they're that it's wrong to believe that an herb has a medicinal property. Herbs are used in, obviously, medicine, like skullcap for anxiety, lavender to release stress, trying to think of another one. But, anyway, you know, what's wrong with believing that? I mean, before they had, you know, the pills and shit like that, they had herbs, and they would make tea from them, or they would make different ointments and such. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Tell me. Now, the other one is, how can you worship things such as, you know, a tree or the moon? No. We don't worship the trees and the moon. We respect both, and the moon is a symbol of our goddess, not a god itself. I don't know how else to put that. What else? Okay, skip it. But what's so wrong with respecting nature? I mean, if you recycle, you're respecting nature. I mean, what's so wrong with it? I don't see anything wrong with it. I had someone actually ask me, what's the big deal about the elements? And I'm like, earth, air, fire, water. They're the properties that make up the earth. Okay. Without the earth, there is pretty much nothing. Without fire, you can't have warmth in order to cook and keep warm and keep from going into, you know, shock from being cold. So, hypothermia, there we go. Water, everything needs water to sustain life. Plants, animals, humans, all of it. And air. You have to have air to breathe. Air is not specifically made of oxygen. It has hydrogen. There's oxygen, there's hydrogen, there's other things in it too. I'm just not a scientist, so I couldn't tell you every property in air. But yeah, what's wrong with believing that this has the power of, this has love, power, this has the power to attract love. Don't know the property of this one. Don't know the property of Amethyst. Damn it. It just doesn't want to focus on anything but me. But this is what's wrong with Amethyst and what's wrong with centering your energy. I don't see a problem with it.